Page 1, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshin@gmex.com, www.bitcoin.org. Abstract. A purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Digital signatures provide part of the solution, but the main benefits are lost if a trusted third party is still required to prevent double spending. We propose a solution to the double spending problem using a peer-to-peer network. The network timestamps transact by hashing them into an ongoing chain of hash-based proof of work, forming a record that cannot be changed without redoing the proof of work. The longest chain not only serves as proof of the sequence of events witnessed, but proof that it came from the largest pool of CPU power. As long as a majority of CPU power is controlled by nodes that are not cooperating to attack the network, they'll generate the longest chain and outpace attackers. The network itself requires minimal structure. Messages are broadcast on a best effort basis, and nodes can leave and rejoin the network at will, accepting the longest proof of work chain as proof of what happened while they were gone. Introduction. Commerce on the internet has come to rely almost exclusively on financial institutions serving as trusted third parties to process electronic payments. While the system works well enough for most transactions, it still suffers from the inherent weaknesses of the trusted-based model. Completely non-reversible transactions are not really possible, since financial institutions cannot avoid mediating disputes. The cost of mediation increases transaction costs, limiting the minimum practical transaction size and cutting off the possibility for small, casual transactions. And there is a broader cost in the loss of ability to make non-reversible payments for non-reversible services. With the possibility of reversal, the need for trust spreads. Merchants must be wary of their customers, hassling them for more information than they would otherwise need. A certain percentage of fraud is accepted as unavoidable. These costs and payment uncertainties can be avoided in person by using physical currency, but no mechanism exists to make payments over a communications channel without a trusted party. What is needed is an electronic payment system based on cryptographic proof instead of trust, allowing any two willing parties to transact directly with each other without the need for a trusted third party. Transactions that are computationally impractical to reverse will protect sellers from fraud, and routine escrows mechanisms could easily be implemented to protect buyers. In this paper, we propose a solution to the double spending problem using a peer-to-peer distributed timestamp server to generate computational proof of the chronological order of transactions. The system is secure as long as honest nodes collectively control more CPU power than any cooperating group of attacker nodes. Page 2. Number 2, transactions. We define an electronic coin as a chain of digital signatures. Each owner transfers the coin to the next by digitally signing a hash of the previous transaction and the public key of the next owner and adding these to the end of the coin. A payee can verify the signatures to verify the chain of ownership. And there's the example how they do that. The hash, private keys, and everything else. It has different owners. The problem, of course, is the payee can't verify that one of the owners did not double spend the coin. A common solution is to introduce a trusted central authority, or mint, that checks every transaction for double spending. After each transaction, the coin must be returned to the mint to issue a new coin. And only coins issued directly from the mint are trusted not to be double spent. The problem with this solution is that the fate of the entire money system depends on the company running the mint, with every transaction having to go through them, just like a bank. We need a way for the payee to know that the previous owners did not sign any earlier transactions. For our purposes, the earliest transaction is the one that counts, so we don't care about later attempts to double spend. The only way to confirm the absence of a transaction is to be aware of all transactions. In the mint-based model, the mint was aware of all transactions and decided which arrived first. To accomplish this without a trusted party, transactions must be publicly announced, C1. And we need a system for participants to agree on a single history of the order in which they were received. The payee needs proof that at the time of each transaction, the majority of nodes agreed it was the first received. Number 3, timestamp server. The solution we propose begins with a timestamp server. A timestamp server works by taking a hash of a block of items to be timestamped and widely publishing the hash, such as in a newspaper or Usenet, post 2/5. The timestamp proves that the idea must have existed at the time, obviously in order to get into the hash. Each timestamp includes the previous timestamp in its hash, forming a chain with each additional timestamp reinforcing the ones before it. And then they show the example. Page 3. Number 4, proof of work. To implement a distributed timestamp server on a peer-to-peer basis, we will need to use a proof of work system similar to Adam Back's Hashcash. 6. rather than newspaper or Usenet posts. The proof of work involves scanning for a value that, when hashed, such as with SHA-256, the hash begins with a number of 0 bits. The average work required is exponential in the number of 0 bits required and can be verified by executing a single hash. For our timestamp network, we implement the proof of work by incrementing nuance or nonce in the block until a value is found that gives the block's hash the required 0 bits. Once the CPU effort has been expended to make it satisfy the proof of work, the block cannot be changed without redoing the work. As later blocks are chained after it, the work to change the block would include redoing all the blocks after it. And they show the example. The proof of work also solves the problem of determining representation in majority decision making. If the majority were based on the IP address 1 vote, it could be subverted by anyone able to allocate many IPs. Proof of work is essentially 1 CPU, 1 vote. The majority decision is represented by the longest chain, which has the greatest proof of work effort invested in it. If a majority of CPU power is controlled by honest nodes, the honest chain will grow the fastest and outpace the competing chains. To modify a pass block, an attacker would have to redo the proof of work of the block and all blocks after it, and then catch up with and surpass the work of the honest nodes. We will show later that the probability of a slower attack catching up diminishes exponentially as subsequent blocks are added. To compensate for increasing hardware speed and varying interest in running nodes over time, the proof of work difficulty is determined by a moving average targeting an average number of blocks per hour. If they're generated too fast, the difficulty increases. Number 5, network. The steps to run the network are as follows. 1. New transactions are broadcast to all nodes. 2. Each node collects new transactions into a block. 3. Each node works on finding a difficult proof of work for its block. 4. When a node finds a proof of work, it broadcasts the block to all nodes. 5. Nodes accept the block only if all transactions in it are valid and not already spent. 6. Nodes express their acceptance of the block by working on creating the next block in the chain, using the hash of the accepted block as the previous hash. Nodes always consider the longest chain to be the correct one and will keep working on extending it. If 2 nodes broadcast different versions of the next block simultaneously, some nodes may receive one or the other first. In that case, they work on the first one they received, but save the other branch in case it becomes longer. The tie will be broken when the next proof of work is found and one branch becomes longer. The nodes that were working on the other branch will then switch to the longer one. Page 4. New transaction broadcasts do not necessarily need to reach all nodes. As long as they reach many nodes, they will get into a block before long. Block broadcasts are also tolerant of dropped messages. If a node does not receive a block, it will request it when it receives the next block and realize it missed one. Number 6, incentive. By convention, the first transaction in a block is a special transaction that starts a new coin owned by the creator of the block. This adds an incentive for nodes to support the network and provides a way to initially distribute coins into circulation since there is no central authority to issue them. The steady addition of a constant amount of new coins is analogous to gold miners expanding resources to add gold to circulation. In our case, it is CPU time and electricity that is expanded. So it's kind of like comparing to gold mining. The incentive can also be funded with transaction fees. If the output value of a transaction is less than its input value, the difference is a transaction fee that is added to the incentive value of the block containing the transaction. Once a predetermined number of coins have entered circulation, the incentive can transition entirely to transact fees and be completely inflation-free. The incentive may help encourage nodes to stay honest. If a greedy attacker is able to assemble more CPU power than all the honest nodes, he would have to choose between using it to defund people by stealing back his payments or using it to generate new coins. He ought to find it more profitable to play by the rules, such rules that favor him with more new coins than everyone else combined, than to undermine the system and the validity of his own wealth. Number 7, reclaiming disk space. Once the latest transaction in a coin is buried under enough blocks, the spent transactions before it can be discarded to save disk space. To facilitate this without breaking the block's hash, transactions are hashed in a Merkle tree, C725. With only the root included in the block's hash, old blocks can then be compacted by stubbing off branches of the tree. The interior hashes do not need to be stored. Then they show the example. A block header with no transactions would be about 80 bytes. If we suppose blocks are generated every 10 minutes, 80 bytes times 6 times 24 times 365 equals 4.2 megabytes per year. With computer systems typically selling with 2 gigabytes of RAM as of 2008 and more, they do that. There's way more space now. And Moore's law predicted current growth of 1.2 gigabytes per year. Storage should not be a problem, even if the block headers must be kept in memory. So it's not a problem now. Page 5. Number 8, simplified payment verification. It is possible to verify payments without running a full network node. A user only needs to keep a copy of the block headers of the longest proof of work chain, which he can get by querying network nodes until he's convinced he has the longest chain, and obtain the Merkle branch linking the transaction of the block it's timestamped in. He can't check the transaction for himself, but by linking it to a place in the chain, he can see that a network node has accepted it, and blocks added after it further confirm the network has accepted it, and they show the example. As such, the verification is reliable as long as honest nodes control the network, but it is more vulnerable if the network is overpowered by an attacker. While network nodes can verify transactions for themselves, the simplified method can be fooled by an attacker's fabricated transactions for as long as the attacker can continue to overpower the network. One strategy to protect us against this would be to accept alerts from network nodes when they detect an invalid block, prompting the user software to download the full block and alerted transactions to confirm the inconsistency. Businesses that receive frequent payments will probably still want to run their own nodes for more independent security and quicker verification. Number 9, combining and splitting value. Although it would be possible to handle coins individually, it would be unwieldy to make a separate transaction for every cent in a transfer. To allow value to be split and combined, transactions contain multiple inputs and outputs. Normally, there will be either a single input from a larger previous transaction or multiple inputs combining smaller amounts, and at most 2 outputs, one for the payment and one returning the change, if any, back to the sender. Then they show the example. It should be noted that fan out, where a transaction depends on several transactions, and those transactions depend on many more, is not a problem here. There is never the need to extract a complete standalone copy of a transaction's history. Page 6. Number 10, privacy. The traditional banking model achieves a level of privacy by limiting access to information to the parties involved and the trusted third party. The necessity to announce all transactions publicly precludes this method, but privacy can still be maintained by breaking the flow of information in another place. By keeping public keys anonymous, that's the key, keeping keys anonymous. The public can see that someone is sending an amount to someone else, but without information linking the transaction to anyone. This is similar to the level of information released by stock exchanges, where the time and size of individual trades, the quote-unquote tape, is made public, but without telling who the parties were. And they show the example. As an additional firewall, a new key pair should be used for each transaction to keep them from being linked to a common owner. Some linking is still unavoidable with multi-input transactions, which necessarily reveal that their inputs were owned by the same owner. The risk is that if the owner of a key is revealed, linking could reveal other transactions that belong to the same owner. In other words, they're saying, try to keep it private and stuff like that when you're making transactions. Number 11, calculations. We consider the scenario of an attacker trying to generate an alternate chain faster. Even if this is accomplished, it does not throw the system open to arbitrary changes, such as creating value out of thin air or taking money that never belonged to the attacker. Nodes are not going to accept an invalid transaction as payment, and honest nodes will never accept a block containing them. An attacker can only try to change one of his own transactions to back money he recently spent. The race between the honest chain and an attacker chain can be characterized as a binomial random walk. The success event is the honest chain being extended by 1 block, increasing its lead by +1, and the failure event is the attacker's chain being extended by 1 block, reducing the gap by -1. The probability of an attacker catching up from a given deficit is analogous to a gambler's ruin problem. Suppose a gambler with unlimited credit starts at a deficit and plays potentially an infinite number of trials to try to reach break even. We can calculate the probability he ever reaches break even, or that an attacker ever catches up with the honest chain, as follows in number 8. And they show the mathematical equation. Page 7. Given our assumption that P is greater than Q, the probability drops exponentially as the number of blocks the attacker has to catch up increases. With the odds against him, if he doesn't make a lucky lunge forward early on, his chances become vanishingly small as he falls further behind. We now consider how long the recipient of a new transaction needs to wait before being sufficiently certain the sender can't change the transaction. We assume the sender is an attacker who wants to make the recipient believe he paid him for a while, then switch to pay back to himself after some time has passed. The receiver will be alerted when that happens, but the sender hopes it will be too late. The receiver generates a new key pair and gives the public key to the sender shortly before signing. This prevents the sender from preparing a chain of blocks ahead of time by working on it continuously until he is lucky enough to get far enough ahead, then executing the transaction at that moment. Once the transaction is sent, the dishonest sender starts working in secret on a parallel chain containing an alternate version of his transaction. The recipient waits until the transaction has been added to a block and Z blocks have been linked after it. He doesn't know the exact amount of progress the attacker has made, but assuming the honest blocks took the average expected time per block, the attacker's potential progress will be a Poisson distribution with expected value. Let me show the equation. To get the probability of the attacker could still catch up now, we multiply the Poisson density for each amount of progress he could have made by the probability he could catch up from that point. Then they show the equation. Rearrange to avoid summing the infinite tail distribution, another equation, converting to C code. Then they show the codes. Page 8. Running some results, we can see the probability drop off exponentially with Z. And then they show the computational situation. Solving for P less than 0.1%. And they show the equation. Number 12, conclusion. We're on page 8, by the way, if I haven't said that. We have proposed a system for electronic cash transactions without relying on trust. We started with the usual framework of coins made from digital signatures, which provides strong control of ownership, but is incomplete without a way to prevent double spending. To solve this, we proposed a peer-to-peer network using proof of work to record a public history of transactions that quickly becomes computationally impractical for an attacker to change if honest nodes control a majority of CPU power. The network is robust in its unstructured simplicity. Nodes work all at once with little coordination. They do not need to be identified, since messages are not routed to any particular place and only need to be delivered on a best effort basis. Nodes can leave and rejoin the network at will, accepting the proof of work chain as proof of what happened while they were gone. They vote with their CPU power, expressing their acceptance of valid blocks by working and extending them, and rejecting invalid blocks by refusing to work on them. Any needed rules and incentives can be enforced with this consensus mechanism. Page 9 is the references. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Bitcoin white paper written by Satoshi Nakamoto and read by Jerry from Jerry Loves Freedom. Welcome in, everybody. It is Saturday, September 27th, 2035. 2035, guys. Yes, it is. We're at the Bitcoin block height of, where are we at in the block height? We are about 1,430,000. And yeah, that's the Bitcoin block height we're at. And the Bitcoin price today, which is not that important, but it's about 15 million bucks, something like that. And for $1, guys, $1, you can get yourself not that many Satoshis. And yes, I said it. For $1. My goodness, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Satoshi Saturday, the official Satoshi Saturday. I believe I'm the only one that does this. And we're episode number 85. The Bitcoin gold rush is over, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? Because it's the year 2035. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to make some predictions and have a lot of fun. And I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. I really, really appreciate you guys. Seriously. But yeah, we're doing a Satoshi Saturday and a Saturday Night Live all at once. So let's get it. Let's do some introduction. Let's see who's on in here. Backpacker says first. What's up, Backpacker? Fanny says second. What's up, Fanny? How are you? How are the kids? Third, LMAO, you guys, 2 hours early. Yes. Kramer, what's up, brother? Gray Motion, what's up, sir? How are you? Last, yes. Great. Thank you, man. You sent me a big donation the other day, and you weren't on, so I didn't get it. There's Spaceman. We had a power outage here. Yes. No problem. Spaceman, listen, I don't have your address, brother. It got erased out of my book. Sometimes that just happens. Can you give me your address? Because I owe you 600 sats, and I want to give you those right now, sir. Please and thank you, Spaceman. I want to pay you those right now. So please give me your address, Spaceman, if you don't mind. Thank you so much, Gray. All right, let me head back up to the tizzle, my nizzle. Last. First wave of 2. Yeah, Solar Satoshis. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Happy Saturday, everyone. Emily, get sats. The beautiful one. Emily, how are you, man? Packer fam, love you. Hi, kids. Kramer, hello. Gray, hello. Peace. Solar, hello. I am Kramer. My man, how are you, sir?
Good to see you, man. What's this? The gold rush is over? Yeah, it's 2035, man. So it's over. Sin Diesel. Renaissance, man. My sensei, how are you, sir? You get me every time, man. Sin, good to see you. Kramer says, boom. Hello, everyone. Lauren Stern, what's up, sir? Good to see you, man. How are you? Lauren, boom. Hi, Lauren. Hello, Sensei. Hola, Ems. Hello, Emily. Hello, Sin Diesel. Hello, Kramer and Gray. Peeps, yes. Hello, Backpacker family. How are you, Gray? Lauren, sorry, Jerry. Just want to hear you said it. Boom. Yes. Hi, Great Motion. How are you and the wife doing? Pointed kitchen room. Oh, painted kitchen dining room to Toady today. Wife, little butt is dragging Emily while I can't even stand. My ass is beyond dragging. Oh, my goodness. You worked hard today. Evening, Lauren Stern. Great Motion. Boom. Sin Diesel, I have Paul at Paul's Code running a test for you with public pool, my friend. Oh, nice. Luckily, he came earlier, said starting at 9, but started around 8:45. Yes. You need to visit his forum sometimes and follow along, Sin. Hey, Jerry LoveFreedom, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Lauren. Thanks for asking, man. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Great Motion. Oh, wow. Nice. Yes. Stacking Richie's in the house. Hey, Stacking. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Good to see you, sir. Always good to have you. I know he's a busy guy. He's traveling around the world, going into conferences and everything. Stacking, how are you, man? Always good to see you, brother. Cedar Sats. What's up, sir? Cedar, I got that 45-47 yesterday. That big zap. So thank you so much, man. I didn't see that till the end of the show. So thank you. He says, Jerry. And I say, Cedar. What's up, man? Thank you so much, brother. How are you? Here for a good time and a long time, he says. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Make sure to check in, my friend. Starting a thread for you, Sin. B Pizzle, boom. Hello, Jerry. Sorry about yesterday. We had a power outage here, and my server was down for a few hours, so you probably couldn't send me my winnings from yesterday. All is up and running now. Thanks. No, I need your thing. Okay, Spaceman. Okay. All is good, Jerry Loves Freedom. Spaceman, thank you. Spaceman at GetAllBe. Okay, dot. Okay. There it is. Okay, let me put that in here. Hold on. Spaceman. Okay, let's see. Spaceman at GetAllBy.com. Okay, let's try that. Let's get you this money, bro. I'm very sorry about that, sir. Couldn't even sleep last night. Couldn't get you these sats. All right. If speed would come up. Okay. Okay, send. Oh, you 600, sir. Paste. Spaceman, get out. Yep. Here we go, Spaceman. 600, brother. Sorry about that. Boom. Thank you, man. Sorry about that. Spaceman, love my Albie Hub, the best. How was your dinner last night, Jerry? It was good, Emily. It was very good. And the company was pretty good too. We had a good time. It was funny. I couldn't the thing is I eat a lot, but I can't eat. I'm terrible at buffets, man. You know what I mean? But they get you though. They get you. Olive Garden was good as hell. But they get you, man. They know how to fill you up in them breadsticks and the salads, Emily. You know what I mean? So, but it was good, Emily. Thank you so much. Gray, haha, M. Lawrence Space, Gray, Sin, Richie Kramer, boom. Hello, Stacking Richie. Hi, Richie. Solar, boom. Hi, everyone. Magic Moolah. What's up, sir? I think I'm giving away some Magic Moolah today. How are you? Good to see you, man. Hello, Cedar. Yes. Hi, Moolah. Commercial break says hello, folks. Hey, commercial break. You know who's happy to see you with your phone in your pocket? Good to see you, commercial. How are you, man? Stacking Richie at BTC Backbird, Sin Diesel, Lauren Stern, Spaceman, Magic Moolah, boom. Emily, hi. BTC Bug says, hi, you peeps. Hi, you bug. He's back. Welcome, sir. BTC Bug. Good to see you, man. Something happened on strike here. Let's see. St. Roosevelt. He's in the house. St. Roosevelt, thank you so much. 9:27. Yes, it is 9:27. Thank you, St. Roosevelt. I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you so much, St. Roosevelt. Who in the hell is this guy? Magic Mulan commercial break. How are you? By the way, Jerry, notifications on YouTube are straight up. But I just haven't checked to see if you're live because it was getting late and saw your fireside white paper reading. That is so funny, man. Seriously, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is. It is ass, man, but it's all good. Dean, top of the morning to you. It is Sunday morning for Dean. Dean, how are you, man? The man from down under. Good to see you, bro. How are you this lovely morning? BTC Bug, how are you? BTC Bug, hi. Richie, boom. Commercial break. BTC Bug, Dean Thanos, boom. Quick, get the raid. BTC Bug is here. Dean. There's Dean Thanos. Yes. Which soup did you get, Geraldo? I didn't. Sin, I didn't. I didn't get it, brother. I didn't. Fucking A, Jerry. Hey, Josh, what's up, man? Fucking A, Josh. Josh, what's up, bro? Josh, wow. How are you, man? Fucking A, right? Good to see you, Josh. How are you? Dean, salute to you. Shrimp Alfredo? No, I didn't get the shrimp, man. I can't afford the shrimp, bro. Again, I can't eat a lot of the buffets, man. It's just a waste. You know what I mean? The endless stuff. But we did take some stuff home, though. We did take some food home. And Maddie was getting down. He was eating. You know what I mean? Her little greedy butt. Joshua, how are you? Did you just say the Charles says, did you just say you hate buffets? Ha, right. Okay, Jerry, I was born at night, but not last night, huh? Okay. I don't think so, though. Hi, CB. Doing well. Hopping on a flight in 15 to the capital here. Oh, nice. What country are you in now? Be safe, man. Good, Lauren. Just a Canadian patriot here for truth and support to my American brothers and sisters. We love it, Joshua. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Jor, what a score. Says, what's up, gangsters? Jor, what's up, man? How are you, sir? My man, Jor. I wasn't expecting you today, man. Jor, I'm glad you're here. You can help me with this episode because you're a guy that lives in the future. Today is 2035. It's September 27, 2035, but we'll get into that in a minute. Sharon B., how about some magic kisses? Oh, boy. Sharon, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 kisses, Sharon. That's a lot, Sharon. You know where that's going. Well, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. How are you, man? Good to see you. Maddie's in the house. Maddie, how are you? Good to see you. Let me put Iron Dog in here. Look at Maddie. Just talking about you, Maddie. Let me put Maddie right here. And then Coco right here in the middle. How goes it, Maddie? Long time no see. Hello, everyone. Sharon B. Thank you so much. How are you? Hey, finger pickers, finger picked. Good to see you, sir. How are you? You know somebody's happy to see you, man. We're gonna have a fun episode with this one. This is gonna be fun. Great motion. It is great to be able to self-custody small amounts of sats on Lightning with Albi Hub. It's a fun part of being involved. Nice, man. Nice. Is it still unlimited salads and breadsticks or $50 just for the salad? LOL. It seems like it. Yeah, it wasn't that bad though. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it's still unlimited salad and breadsticks. Yes, that's how they get you, man. Hey, Emily, I love Fanny. Me too. Bug, Corito, George, Josh. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, Maddie and Sharon B. Sin. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful Sharon. Hello, Lauren. Yes, Sharon B. Much love. I love Sharon. So do I. Maddie and Coquito. Jor is here. Yes. Hello, Emily. My man Jor. Hello, Jor and Arnie. Spaceman. Yes, it is. I have Core Lightning and LND nodes, as well as Albi. All my mining from Ocean goes to Lightning. Life is fantastic in layer 2. Yes, it is, brother. Lauren, everyone. Yes. Jerry, thank you, brother. I got the sats, but I got to get on that wheel. Oh, my bad, Spaceman. Yes. Correct me when I do stupid stuff like that, Spaceman. My bad. I'm so busy trying to pay you. I'm trying not to pay you this day. Thank you, Spaceman. Sharon says, Jor is not here. Fanny, if it wasn't for buffets in Vegas, you would starve to death. Huh. I don't think so, the troll. H. Hello, Maddie and Coco. We are good. Philly cheesesteaks. for dinner? Oh, boy. Don't show me that. Hey, Jerry. Hey, fam. Vic, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. How are you? How are you? How the boys and how the weather, man? Good to see you always. Vic, George, another Canadian patriot. We both respect the USA. Yes, you guys do. We appreciate you for it. We respect Canada too, man. Vic Shoots, hello. Richie, hey, Vic Shoots. Lauren, what's going on? Emily, love. BTC Fanny Packer. Lil Hodler, Flipper, and the king of the shower and throne, Anonymous. Yes. Oh, brother, Jerry's going to spray cologne. They can't smell you on the internet. Pizza, man. Okay. Sharon V. BTC Fanny Packer. Hi, Vic. Yes, Vic. Boom. Lauren, Twin, M's, love, Sin. He sure is in the shower. Boy, that kid stays in the bathroom, doesn't he? The troll, how are you? Maddie, bark twice, Arn for squirrels. Yes, Maddie, hello. Josh, hello. But it's something, ain't that right, Jerry? Corey, my neighbor, how are you, sir? What was your buy today, man? Just curious. I just got 9/11 for my hourly buy. What'd you guys get, backpacker, for your it was my 6 o'clock buy. The one was from 14 minutes ago. And Kramer, what did you get, if you don't mind me asking? For all my dollar an hour guys or my dollar boys? Or whatever. Lauren, I'm good. Jor Radio, I think I may have a Guinness. Care to join in? Vic, boom, Corey, lightning strikes. And An's inside and outside stays on clean. Yes, it is. He cleans everything out. Corey, what's up? Dollar General, salute. Sin, boom. 91, nice. Yep, I got 9/11. Sharon, I got 9/12 sats this morning. Nice. Well, guys, as you can see from the title, Satoshi Saturday number 85. The Bitcoin gold rush is over. 455, nice. Jerry, you can see what's going on in the United Kingdom with those glasses. Laughing emojis. Huh. Nah, they're not. They're just store-bought glasses, man. So they're not really that thick either, the troll. Corey, yes. The dollar dude. And we're gonna be like what's my boy's name? Marty McFly. We're gonna go back to the future. I got 913 earlier, Jerry. I got 45.47 about an hour ago. Okay, so you got $1 and then $5. So you got the Donald Trump for $5, huh? 45.47. Nice, Sin. Thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate that. As son, seriously, real time pot check signal. Yes. Lauren, Emzo, Vic, Sanito. Yeah. So we're gonna be in the future today, and I want to do some exercises with you, and I really want to. A mental exercise. I really want us to figure out and focus on what's going to be happening in the year 2035, the year of our good Lord, 2035, September 27th, 2035. Still in Indonesia until next month. Met a CEO on the beach a couple weeks ago, and now I'm CFO for a small Bitcoin hedge fund. Don't fully retire. It's boring. Nice, man. Congratulations, bro. I know you don't need it. I know you got a lot of sats, so. Wow, Stacking. Congratulations, man. Damn, I just realized that MSGA makes Satoshi's great again. Yes, 45.47. And I wrote some stuff down. I want to go over it with you guys, all right? But before we do that, I want to do a couple of wheel spins, then we'll get on into it. Send real-time photo, check signal. We're going to start off with the Bitcoin block height of 600 and... When do we start here? We'll do 689. We'll do a couple of spins, and then we're going to get right into living in the future or back to the future when we do this. So without further ado, let's do it. Saturday, September 27th, 2025 or 2035. Good luck with everybody. 100 Satoshis. And again, in 2035, 100 Satoshis is a lot. So good luck on the first spin, and let's spin it, and let's see who can win it. Coco. Coco, congrats. You're the winner. Time for Sin. I'm having a Paps. Nice. Sin, are you buying hourly? Jor, what's happening? Yes. Coconut. Radio, can't go wrong with PBR. Not much, just hanging at my parents' cabin. Nice, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Gang, gang, Coco. Woohoo, Coco. Yeah. Maddie said, thank you. I'll take those. She said, I'll take those breadsticks too while I'm at it. Maddie likes breadsticks. I found out last night. Congrats, Coco. Coco, you're the first winner. Let's see who can win $690 now. I'm in love with the Coco. Anonymous. Looks like it's you. Yep. Anonymous is very happy. You know, he really, really likes the wheel. You know, you don't believe me? Take a look.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Nice. Congratulations. You see that smile on his daddy's face? God says, I haven't made the transition to hourly just yet. 912, 913, 45, 47. Why are y'all posting Jerry's weight in the chat? Huh. Jerry's weight in the chat. Okay. I weigh all those? I don't understand. Congrats, Coco. Coquito, Josh. Cheers. All women like breadsticks. Yes. Mr. Clean. Yes, Mr. Clean. Anonymous. Nice, Anon. Anonymous. Get out the shower. Gang, he's doing that on the toilet. Oh, gosh. Congrats, Anonymous. You're the winner, sir. All right, that's 690. Let's do 691. We're going to have a fun exercise. Jordan, make sure you listen to this, man, because I want your help with this one. Are you feeling the love, Jerry? I am, man. I am. Anonymous back-to-back. Wow.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Oh, my God. Those people are so funny, man. Anonymous, back-to-back, 690, 691. Congratulations. Can he get 692? Let's see. That would be finger-picked. Shower and toilet, yes. Back-to-back, Anonymous. Back-to-back like he poops. Back-to-back like he poops the showers, yes. Anonymous hand wash. Love that video. Me too, man. Me too, Fanny. Mr. Clean winning the deuce while taking a deuce, ladies and gents. Yes. Congrats, finger pick. Yes, finger picked. You're the man. Gang, finger picked. Finger picked. Now, I need class participation for this next thing. I want you guys to write these numbers down in the chat, okay? And we're going to go by these one by one. Yay. Okay. Finger. So again, guys, it is Saturday, September 27th, and the year is 2035. Finger picked. Sin, nice finger picked. Lotto numbers? Yeah, pretty much. And I wrote a little thing out for you guys to take a look at. I want to know your thoughts on this. So here it is. Here it is, guys. Saturday, September 27th, 2035, exactly 10 years in the future. We're at the Bitcoin block height of, in 2035, because remember, there's 210,000 blocks in every 4 years. So every year, it's around 52,500. So the block heights, or the blocks in 2035, are going to be 1,402,500 till 1,455,000. 1,455,000. So to be towards the third quarter of that. So the last 10,000. So maybe 1,445 or something like that. You know what I mean? Smash the like. Thank you, brother. How was your son's first day at school, Vic? We're a little more than 3/4 of the way through Epoch 7, which is right here. We're about right here in the future. Okay? Now we're going to play a little game here, guys. I need you guys to understand how powerful these Satoshis are and why I tell you guys to get to 1 million Satoshis and why it's so damn important. Okay. We are a little more than 3/4 of the way over the way through the Epoch 7. All right. Now, according to this right here, as of today, 99% of all Bitcoin supply will be mined by December 20th, 2035. Which means what? Which means about 10 months later, which is today, September 27th, 2035, the Bitcoin gold rush has been done. It's been done for 10 months. So what is the world going to look like, ladies and gentlemen? Over 99% of all Bitcoin has been mined. The Bitcoin gold rush has been over since December 20th, 2034. The block subsidy at this time is 78,125,000 sats every 10 minutes. Okay? How I convert the numbers? Which ones, honey? He had a great week. I'm still struggling with body training. This dude is a stickler. He's so strong-willed. Oh, man. Which numbers, Sharon? If Bitcoin is 750,000 per coin, how do I convert that? Into what, Sharon? Sats per dollar, or what do you mean? Give me specifics. So the block subsidy in 2025 is 125,000 Satoshis. Okay. What's the world look like? A whole lot more people trying to get on that wheel. Yes. Okay, this is what you do, Sharon. Take your calculator out. Take your calculator out on your phone. Type the number 1 in. 1 divided by 750,000 equals, and then you move back 8 decimal points back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you'll get 133 sats for $1 at that time for 750,000. What's the world? Yes. Vic, hard time with peeing or pooping? Body training. And so the block subsidy, meaning how many Satoshis are coming out every 10 minutes, is 78,125,000 sats. In other words, less than 1 Bitcoin, because remember, it's 100 million Bitcoin 100 million Satoshis per Bitcoin. This is 78% of a Bitcoin every 10 minutes, which is not a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Both. How much is each sat going to be worth then? Good question. What were they worth in 2025? What are our sats worth today? Bitcoin price on September 27, 2015 was $234 back then. $234 on September 27, 2015, which is crazy, man. $1 equals 133 sats. Ouch, yes. Right? So back then, so let's do a quick math, guys. How many Satoshis can you get for $1 back when it was $234 per coin? 100 sats to the first one who gets this right. Pull up my phone. 100 sats to the first person who gets this one right. Let me look on my phone, see who gets it. Whoever gets it right gets 100 sats. At the price of $234, how many sats could you get for $1? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's crazy. No. $234, guys. How many sats can you get for $1? Unless I'm doing my math wrong, son. Yeah, just about. I got 427,350. I did one divided by 234. So that's close enough. See, you got it. You get the 400 and something thousand Satoshis. Yeah, so you guys get it. Right around there. Yes. Cedar, you got it. Cedar. 100 cents. 430. Yep. Or I did. Yeah, it's okay. But you guys get the hint, right? Now, what was it back in 2025? Do you guys remember? That was such a long time ago. Luckily for you, I did a screenshot for 2025. Okay, I know it was 10 years ago, guys. It was 912 sats for $1 versus 400 something thousand for $1. Dude, you ran out of prizes, LOL. Dude, I ran out of prizes. Oh man. Right? So that's key. Bitcoin's price on September 27, 2025 was around 109,000, which is 468x what it was from 2015. $468, 468x, from 2015. Yes, and we were excited to just get under 1,000 today, exactly. So I want you guys to understand, again, there are only 2.1, I know only, but there's only 2.1 quadrillion Satoshis out there in a world of 8 billion people. They're not making any more Satoshis. And every single year, people are losing Satoshis. People are buying them like me and you, and they're going away because once mine go into cold storage and yours go into cold storage, what happens? That's not part of the supply anymore. Right? I don't sell mine. So here's my question, guys. The Bitcoin price today is what? In September 27th, 2025, what's the price? How many Satoshis can you get for $1? What is the market cap? I'm going to show you guys my personal prediction. And keep in mind, less than 1% of all Bitcoin to ever be mined is left. So in other words, the Bitcoin gold rush has been over for 10 months. 10 months. Here's my numbers. I got bearish, median, and bullish. Bearish, I got 3 to 5 million. Median, I got 10 million to 20 million. In bullish, I have 51,251,616 per coin. That's a 468x from today, just under 2 sats per dollar. Just under 2 sats per dollar, guys. You can get if it gets up to 51 million. 913 right now, yes. More sats are lost and stolen. Exactly. Don't ever lose your keys or you will be part of those stats. Yep. Exactly. So what do you guys think? What's your predictions for 2035? Give me some numbers in the comment section, guys. Let me give Cedar his sats. Cedar, thanks for answering that question, bro. Look for your wallet, Cedar sats. Do I have you in my book, Cedar? I thought I did. You know what? Hold on. True Gray Motion, and we thank those sats for their sacrifice. Exactly. Lose your keys. Thank you for your sacrifice. Yep. 2035, 2 mil. The world is still just waking up. Be waking up. Okay. Good prediction. Cedar, I'm trying to find your hold on. Cedar, I don't have your freaking thing in here, bro. When you retire, you die. Always be doing something. We plan to still live humble, simple. Yes, me too. Struggle. Yes, thank you. Don't worry about the 100 sats, Jerry. Put them on the wheel spin. Okay, thank you, man. Or thank you for your sacrifice. At that time, there may still be people just coming to Bitcoin. They will really be the ones that say, "I feel like I'm late." Yes, I mean, think about it. 2015, you got 400 something thousand satoshis for $1, and now today we're only getting 1,000 or 900 something. So we feel like we're late compared to those people. Now imagine the people that weren't paying 400 something a Bitcoin. Imagine the people that were paying $10 a Bitcoin. I'm trash at price prediction. Yeah, me too. But this is a fun exercise to do, guys, because I want you guys to understand something, that how important and how scarce your satoshis are, man. They really are. And the question is, did you stack hard enough? Right? How many sats do you need to survive or retire on? And what will the purchasing power be with those in the future? Because Holler does not think you're stacking hard enough.
Nobody in your life has showed you active disdain, you're not stacking hard enough. If you are still invited to a family Thanksgiving, you're not stacking hard enough. If you're made fun of for brown bagging your lunch, you're not stacking hard enough. If your car is younger than Bitcoin, you're not stacking hard enough. If somebody hasn't called you a retard in your life, you're not stacking hard enough. You're just not stacking hard enough.
I know I'm not stacking hard enough. Can you put a date on your prediction, Jerry? Yes, I did. I put my date right here, brother. September 27, 2035. That's the date. That date, I believe, my prediction of the bearish 3 to 5 million per coin. My median prediction is 10 to 20 million, and the bullish one is 51,251,616. That's a 468x from today. And again, that's 1.9 sats per dollar. Oh, she's stacking hard. Yes. We used to have our own personal chart guy. He'd hit the nail right on the head. We used to. Oh, yeah. Nice. Sorry, Jay. I didn't stack hard enough this week. Gonna try harder. Yeah. So my point for this Satoshi Saturday is this. I don't know whose kid that is, but that's a funny video. Cool kid. Yeah, that's Backpacker and Fanny Packer's kid. That is Hodler. But the point of me doing this, guys, and again, this is I know it's a live show, but this is a Satoshi Saturday. It's simple. TV's not working? No. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me play something real quick. All right, give me a minute, buddy. Okay. Can you do a 2030 prediction? 2035 is too far away. No, this is for 2035, buddy. Okay, go in there, buddy. I'll be in there in a second. Did you touch it something? No. Okay. All right, give me a second, buddy. Okay. Let me play a commercial real quick. Steak and Shake. Hold on.
Steak and Shake, where you can now pay with Bitcoin. You You can skip the credit and debit cards, forget cash, and just scan a QR code to send sats. Let me show you. Now, I hadn't been to Steak 'n Shake in forever, so I didn't realize they now have these self-serve kiosks that make the process super fast and easy. I ordered a classic steak burger and fries, which, by the way, are now cooked in beef tallow, the old-fashioned way, and they're amazing. At checkout, I choose Pay with Bitcoin, and up pops the QR code. Now, all of this was enabled by Speed Wallet, which I'm so proud has been a partner of my show since 2023. I scan the QR code with my Speed Wallet, and boom, done in seconds. No middlemen, no fees, just real food paid with real money. By the way, if you use Speed Wallet at any Steak 'n Shake, you get 1,000 sats back in Lightning. Now, a few minutes later, my order was ready. Tasty burger and hot, crispy tallow fries. And the best part, I paid in Bitcoin. This is how adoption happens, one steak burger at a time.
Or 2 steak burgers. Either 2 or a triple. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The freaking TV just turned off. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm just sticking with 2035 on this one, brother. This is what the video is about. BTC 20 million per coin, 5 sats per dollar. Needs 600K to retire. That's only 3 million sats. I like that, Kramer. I really like that. BTC 20 million per coin, 5 sats per dollar. Needs 600K to retire. That's only 3 million sats. Wow. I love that. If history is anything to go by, it should add a 0 nominal value every cycle. So 2028, 1 million, 2032, 10 million. Yeah. Yeah. Fiat will be toast by 2035. Okay. Love it. Went to the bank to cash in piggy bank. Tell her, oh, would you like to open a kid's account? Holler. What? No, dirty money that you control? Nope. I'm investing 95% into Bitcoin. She was serious. Oh, my goodness. Of course she was. Radio. Nope, it won't. Okay. Oliver Velez says add a 0 every cycle, correct? Yes, he does. Yeah. And right now we're at 6 figures. Epoch 5. Epoch 7 will be at 7 figures. I mean, Epoch 6 will be at 7 figures. And then Epoch 8 will be at 8 figures. I mean, Epoch 7 will be at 8 figures. So 10 million plus. Holler. Man, the acceleration of AI is insane. Yes. George says, yes, it will, as we know it. Okay. Dead ass serious. Like, not today, Felicia. Right. But it's just crazy to think about, man. You know what I mean? And again, I'm bringing this up, man, because the future is on its way. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I remember, I specifically remember, where's this at? I remember 2015 like it was nothing. That was 10 years ago, man. 2015 was not that far gone. You know? And 2035 is not that far away. It's right around the corner. LOL, I went to my bank last week with my Bitcoin hat and asked to deposit my recycled money. And yes, they asked me if I was going to buy crypto with it. Crypto. Wow. My prediction for 2030, bearish 500K, medium 750K, bullish 1 million. Okay. Nice. Dang, Holler is hardcore, Fanny Packer. Yes. Emily Facts. Yeah. So it was just a cool thought experiment. I was just sitting here thinking like, wow, man, you know, it's coming faster than we think. Well, we usually add a 0 at the all-time high each halving cycle. So 2035 market cap looks like it's around 1.5 quadrillion. What the F? Yes. I know, man. Hello, team. Happy Saturday. How are y'all doing? AC, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. How are you? Very good to see you, brother. Let's see. Gotcha, AC. Holler has better conviction than most adults I know. Yes, because she knows. She's with her parents every day. AC, how are you, sir? Welcome back, AC. Yeah, long time no see, man. But, yeah, when you really zoom out and think about it, man, and think about what's going on in the future, and again, the Bitcoin gold rush is going to be a bigger deal than the gold rush, the real gold rush of the 1800s. That lasted about 7 years out there in California. This is going to last about 10 years, 11 years, from 2024 to 2034, late 2034, early 2035. And as we move across this timeline where we're at now, we're right about here on the timeline. You can just see less and less Bitcoin. It's so funny. It's the exact opposite. The less Bitcoin is mined, the more adoption that happens, and the more rare and scarce it becomes, and more people are buying and hodling it and holding it, but more people are losing it, and more people are learning about it. It's crazy, man. Doing well, enjoying a quiet eating at home. Nice. AC, boom. AC, salute to you. Thank you all. No doubt, bro. And you see this thing moving like this, it's just like, wow, man. This is right around the gold rush time. 99% of all Bitcoin. And this would be right around the time that we're going on today. September 7th, 2035. And it's going to be a much different time, man. Can you imagine what AI is going to look like then? What the world is going to look like? You're not going to see a lot of human beings driving cars, being in restaurants and businesses. It's going to be insane, man. It's going to be insane. And I'm so glad Sin came up with the market cap of 1.5 quadrillion. Because today the market cap is only 2.173 trillion. We got a long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to stack more than the companies do to keep that 51%. Yes, we do. I'm glad you brought that up. So glad you brought that up. Again, we are winning the 51% attack. We're at 51.38%. And we just got to keep on stacking, man. And by the way, Backpacker, I did orange pill my Lawrence started agreeing. I did orange pill my my waiter last night. He was good too. He was a good waiter. He started off a little slow, but he made up for it. He hooked us up with a lot of leftovers, a lot of drinks, a lot of breadsticks. He hooked us up. And I said, "Well, I'm going to hook you up." I told him to buy Bitcoin. I said, "You got Bitcoin?" He goes, "Oh, I was buying some cryptos." And I said, "Yeah, buy some Bitcoin, man. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there." I like this song. A long time to go. Yes, we do. I have to take off, Jerry. Some Bitcoin homework to get done. Nice. Have a good weekend, everybody. Sent you some sauce for the wheel. Winner take all. Oh, okay. Winner take all. Let's do it. Ooh, 45-47. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, I love it. Okay, we're going to spin that at the end. I'm not going to be here that long. I'm about to probably end the show anyways. Did you zap him a tip? No, I gave him some cash. I gave him some cash this time. It went over my head. What 51%? Who's attacking us? Nobody. We just don't want the companies and the government and the entities to have more than us when it comes to Bitcoin. Because whoever has the most Bitcoin has the most power, Dean. And right now, the plebs, we have 51%. Pulled that one from the past. I love that song. Breaker 19. See, they're so nice. So yeah, so there you have it, guys. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I wanted you to give you a thought experiment and make you think. You know what I mean? Oh, the market cap, yes. Breaker 19. What's your 20? The market cap. And, again, when you look back at 2015, when you look back at the year 2015 and the Bitcoin price was $234, if somebody would have walked up to somebody that was in the Bitcoin and said, "Hey, man, the Bitcoin price 10 years from today is going to be $109,500. Do you think they would have believed them? Did you think they would have believed that Bitcoin is going to go up 468%? I don't know. Hello, everyone. Just jumped in and hit the like button. Did you? Hey, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that, bro. Lauren Stir, yes, sir. One of my favorite movies as a kid. I still want my Trans Am. Yes. I'm behind Pigpen at the moment, Cindy. So we talking about Smokey and the Bandit. That's my movie, man. Got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I just love that freaking movie, man. But yeah, and if somebody would have told those people back in those days, in 10 years ago today, that Bitcoin is going to be 109,000, would they have believed them? I don't know. And again, it's the same thing today. If I told somebody Bitcoin be at 109,000 and it was going to be 468x at 51 million, would they believe me? Probably not. But again, that's what it did 10 years ago. From 10 years ago, 2015 to 2025, it 468x'd. Why can't it do that again? With all these institutions, governments, again, it's gradually then suddenly. What percentage of the people owned Bitcoin back in 2015 versus today? Does anybody know? Some people say there's 4% adoption today. So would it go from 0.5% to 4%, 0.2% to 4%? I don't know. But what percent of the people in the world to be at in 2035? 20%, 15%, 30%? 51 million is not that bad, man. CW McCall, Convoy. The proof of work hitter, yes. That proof of work hitter, yes. So I wanted just to plant that seed in your head, guys. Listen, the train has not left the station yet. It's still early in the game, and we got plenty of time. And I want you guys to stack your butt off over these next 10 years, because again, it's not a plenty of time, but it is plenty of time, because you guys know you're way ahead of the game. So let's spin 693 to 695, and then we'll do that big one. Then we'll get up out of here. So I just wanted to make this quick little video for you guys. All right, so let's spin it. 693, let's spin it, and let's see who's going to win it. Vic. Vic shoots. You got 100. $6.94. Sweet. Congratulations, brother. Spaceman, Paceman. Gang, gang, Vic. Speaking of Smokey and the Bandit, Burt Reynolds got with Sally Fields in the movie, and Sally Fields is Forrest Gump's mother. What is the chance Burt Reynolds is Forrest's dad? Good question. Good statement. Yay, shoot, Laura, you're a fool, man. Spaceman, you're the winner, sir. $6.95. Let's do it. Spaceman, let's go. Gang, gang. I still got my CB radio, and my dad gave me his Cobra sideband. There's nobody to talk to these days unless I go sideband. Nice. Hey, what's up, Jason? Yo. Seems like Jared got some good rest. I did, man. I did. That food put me out, bro. That food put me out. Jason, what's up, man? I don't know if Stack and Richie's still here because he had to go on the plane. How you doing, Jason? Sweet Georgia Brown. Thanks, Jerry. No doubt, man. Emily, on that note, Lauren, is Burt Reynolds Peter Parker's uncle? Right? Yay, Richie. You deserve gang, gang. If you know, you know. Thanks, FV. Hi, Jason. I knew Sim would have a comeback. I don't know if Stack and Richie's here. Remember, he said he had to board a plane in 15 minutes. That was a long time ago, but I'll give him a couple minutes. Doing, man, but we hanging in there, gang, hanging in there, man, gang, no doubt, bro. Yeah, some of those days would be like that. It bees like that, Jason. I get it. But Jason, yeah, I want you to rewind this episode, man, when you get a chance and go back to what we was talking about. Life is like a box of chocolates. What's everyone's favorite 12 words, right? Maybe sin, LOL. All right, let's do that spin again. Long time to go and a short time to get there. Look at Sin Diesel. All right, guys, that's it. Now we're going to do the big spin for Daddy Trump's as he called it. Have a good weekend, Cedar Sat. 45-47. One big spin for that. If Stack and Richie does not respond, you can spin again. I will send it to him. He's spreading the Bitcoin gospel. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Boom. Sensei. Congrats, Sin Diesel. Send for the win. Send for the win-win. Let's go. Yeah. But before we do this spin, I just want to remind you guys about something, okay? Real quick before we go. My bullish one, which I think is closer to the real number, it will be in 2035, is 51 million sats. I mean, 51 million per Bitcoin. So it's 468x from today. And you'll get 1.9 sats for $1 by then. $1 will get you just under 2 sats per dollar. And right now, somebody's about to win 4,547, and you guys been winning 100 sats per spin. Sin, heck yeah. OMG, I am late. Why didn't I get any notifications? It's all good, Rizna. You came right at the end. All right, so let's do this. We'll call it a night. Let's shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 45-47. Let's spin it and let's see who win it. Good luck. Long way to go. And Kramer. Kramer, congratulations, brother. You got yourself 45-47 if you're here. Whoa, word? Yes. Let me send him right now. There you go. Congrats, Kramer. Congrats. Kramer, you deserve. Gang, gang. Great win. Yes. Yay. Congrats, Kramer. Yes. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Quick little Satoshi Saturday video. And again, man, the future is on its way. And 2035 is not that far away, man. It's not. And it's coming. The train has not left the station. The future train, the Satoshi train, has not left the station yet. We will have that song stuck in our heads tonight. Yes. Kramer, how's that coffee table book about coffee tables? Yes. Amazing. Who was I have to thank again? I know they left. I'll say it tomorrow. Cedar Sats. And again, today, in 2025, today, guys, you can get yourself 913 Satoshis, guys. 913. But in 10 years, you may only be able to get 1.9 Satoshis for $1. So again, and a lot of people are predicting that in 2 cycles, which is what it is. What's up, Kevin? How are you, man? We're ending it now. Thank you, Kevin, for coming in. That they may not even be selling Satoshis or trading Satoshis for dollars. And you may have to work for them or trade goods and services. And since you know that and you're way ahead of schedule, please, guys, heed these words. Do you and your family a favor and stack Satoshis today. Today, guys. So that you and your family don't have to work for those exact same Satoshis tomorrow. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.